Are you getting mixed signals from a guy? Are you constantly wondering, is he attracted to me? Men are pros at hiding their feelings, especially from women. They will not let you know how they feel until they are sure of it themselves. Women, naturally gifted with the sixth sense, can pick up the cues but still cannot really be sure. To unravel the subtle signs of male attraction, you need to first know the right places to look. The signs a guy secretly likes you are hidden in his body language. In this video we are going to show you 36 body language signs a guy likes you but is trying not to show it. Watch this video to the end to find what experts advise to pay close attention. Number 1. Accidental touches. When a guy has feelings for you, there's a natural pull of physical attraction as well. He'll find ways, even accidentally, to be close to you. This is something the guy who's interested in you has been doing consistently. While sitting beside each other, the occasional elbow bump might happen while reaching for something or adjusting positions. Similarly, when walking together, there could be accidental touches like arms brushing or shoulders grazing, especially in crowded spots. These small gestures might have caught your attention. Perhaps those seemingly accidental hand touches weren't so accidental after all. Maybe he orchestrated them. During conversations, he takes opportunities to subtly wipe something off your face or move your hair away from your view. His interactions with you, including laughter at your jokes, might involve a friendly hand on your shoulder. When these instances become increasingly frequent, it's one of the signs that he's developed a deep emotional connection with you. Number 2. Every little joke you tell gets a laugh. Have you ever noticed how that guy laughs so genuinely whenever you share even the silliest jokes with him? It's one of those subtle signs that a man is attracted to you. No matter how bad or corny your joke may be, he'll still sport a bright smile. You can easily spot these male body language cues of attraction, as his cheeks flush and his grin widens when you say something adorable in his presence. We all have our jokes that tickle everyone's funny bone. But let's face it, not everything we say is laugh out loud funny. So, why does he laugh so wholeheartedly? If a guy likes you, he'll find your jokes delightful, even the ones that might seem lame to others. Being around you brings joy to his heart, and he wants you to know that you make him happy. Number 3. His voice changes. If a man's voice undergoes a transformation whenever he's in close proximity to you, consider it a clear indicator that he's genuinely captivated by your presence. There might be moments when you notice a subtle shift in his vocal tone, perhaps a touch higher than usual. This unconscious alteration serves as his way of seeking your attention. On other occasions, his voice might deepen intentionally, a tactic to project a more robust, masculine image in the hopes of leaving a lasting impression on you. He's aware that women tend to be drawn to deeper tones, as they exude a greater sense of masculinity. You've likely experienced instances where your own voice seems to take on a different cadence. When you're near someone you find of perhaps sounding more girlish without you even realizing it. The same phenomenon applies to guys. When they find themselves in the presence of a woman who sparks an intense attraction, their voice undergoes an unanticipated alteration, often without their conscious awareness. Number 4. Constant and secret observations. Another visible sign of a man's apparent attention to you is the way he checks you out. Have you ever noticed that a guy will immediately avoid making eye contact with you, but will strive to follow you with his eyes when you are not in a close distance to him? You know what kind of feeling you get when you think someone is looking at you. That's how you'll feel when the two of you are in the same room. Even girls don't always notice the little changes you make to yourself, like getting a new t-shirt or slightly shortening your hair, but he makes sure to notice of them. And it goes on as long as you are in his line of sight. Although you are on the other sides of the room, he is still fixated on you and watching your every move. If you spot all of this, there is no question that this guy was checking you out the entire time. Plus, you may be unaware that he is looking through all of your images on social media platforms. Number 5. He bites his lip. He bites his lip or licks it casually, not in a creepy way, and then looks at your lips. He seems to be daydreaming about kissing you. When a guy secretly likes you, his desire to finally kiss you becomes his fantasy. So, Every time he sees you or is in your company, his eyes will be drawn to your lips. At that moment, when he thinks about kissing you, his body will react in different ways. He may bite his lips or lick them unconsciously as an involuntary response. The moment he realizes what he's doing, he'll stop and say a prayer that you didn't notice him doing it. He's shy and doesn't want to see clearly that he's into you because then he doesn't know how to behave around you. Number 6. Averts your gaze. If he nervously looks down and smiles at you when you speak to him, he is interested in you but is hesitant of how things should go. This is the most obvious indication of shy men's body language. He looks away when you look him straight in the eye. I understand that you must believe that this is definitely not a sign that he likes you, but you're mistaken. Not all of us are great at conveying those emotions. You will definitely feel a warm, pleasant vibe from him, which will tell your gut that he is secretly drawn to you but struggles to put into words or for some reason. He doesn't feel ready to openly share all of his feelings for you, but he may not say it right away. When we're trying to hide anything, we tend to turn away from others. Every time we don't want our secret to be discovered, our body makes this move automatically. In order to prevent you from seeing through his heart and learning his secret, he will always avert his gaze when you look him directly in the eyes. Number 7. Checks himself when you're around. It's that sudden awareness of your appearance whenever you encounter a guy you're interested in. All at once, your outfit feels inadequate, and you become overly concerned about the state of your makeup and hair. Well, guess what? The same goes for guys. Although they don't have the makeup aspect, they want to make an impact when they are around a woman they're attracted to, which prompts them to adjust their hair, straighten their shirts, and fuss over their clothing until everything appears perfect. Their goal is to put their best foot forward when they come face to face with a woman they are interested in. Therefore, it's worthwhile to observe a guy's behavior when you're approaching him. Some men become self-conscious and jittery when interacting with someone they're attracted to. Due to this self-consciousness, they may frequently touch their face. This distinct behavior is a definite sign of shy male body language indicating attraction. Number 8. His body always faces you. According to a study, one of the most noticeable signs of physical attraction is when we unconsciously point our feet in the direction we want them to go. Keep an eye on the direction and position of how he points his feet. Even if a person tries to cover up his feelings for you, or even if he doesn't want to admit it, his body is quite aware of the physical attraction he feels. One of the physical indicators that a guy is secretly into you is the direction in which his face and feet are pointed whenever he is near you. It doesn't matter if you are seated next to one another or if he's seated at the other end of the table from you. His legs are pointing in your direction, and even his arms are facing your body. This is another physiological clue a guy uses to express his secret affection for you. Number 9. Intensive staring. If a guy likes you, he can't help but stare at you all the time. Let's not forget that eyes are the windows to the soul. Therefore, if a boy continues to gaze at you all the time, it might be a sign of a number of things. And for that reason, when you are trying to figure out whether a guy is into you or just zoning out, you should focus on his eyes first. One of the most frequent explanations for protracted staring is that the boy may be drawn to you or have a crush on you. It's possible that he just come across something about you or your behavior is intriguing, or he might be trying to express his interest in you by doing this. But if a guy keeps staring at you, that is the first definite sign of his feelings for you. Even if he tried, he simply cannot look away from you because he is so drawn into you. Despite the fact that the room is crowded with other girls, why would he fix his gaze solely on you as if you were the only woman in the world? Does anything cross your mind? Number 10. He gets jealous. If you and he share a friendship, have you noticed a shift in his demeanor whenever you bring up another guy's name? The moment you mention a new guy you're interested in, someone who asked you out, or even someone you're dating, you might observe a swift and noticeable change in his behavior and mood. Have you observed how he seems to withdraw slightly after you share that you went on a date? When you seek his opinion about a particular guy, he seems quick to point out flaws. Perhaps he criticizes the new guy's height, smile, or walk while insisting that he isn't the ideal match for you. He almost always manages to find their flaws. He keeps telling you to reach higher and that you deserve a better person. But oddly enough, he seems to be putting himself forth as the right person for the role. He doesn't say it out loud, but his body language suggests that he is jealous of the other guys you are seeing. Every time you talk about other males, you'll probably sense jealousy starting to bubble up. It's his subtle way of letting you know that he secretly has feelings for you and finds it difficult to accept that you're flirting with other people. These behaviors do in fact reflect his feelings for you.